after soaking this for some time, I have managed to get this thing to loosen. Wasn't easy. So this is the final. Pull it apart. Don't lose this, for God's sake. And the screw comes out. And there it is. That is it. This is assembled. So now we clean up every component here. Some which are currently cleaning up in there. And my little friends here were going to join it. They can sit there and soak for quite a while. Next I will give this a good wash in the parts washer. Now that is lock solid. That should move. That is not allowed to be rock solid. Yeah, that's gotta be cleaned up and made to function properly. And at the moment it doesn't. And I've got another one on the way, so I've got to do this again twice even, or even 2 times. Now this one's brass, so that's okay, but this one, I don't know, I think it might be steel. So next is to get these blasted and powder coated. Get this one plastered and powder coated. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm talking backwards. I'm talking bullshit. Clean that up. Clean that up. And powder coat them in the colour that the owner wants. Not sure what he wants yet. He's on his way over, so hopefully we'll get that sorted. Alright, that was the last on that one. It's assembly time of the handbrake mechanism. Before I even attempt to put things back together, I like to make sure everything goes in the hole that it should. Let's start with this one. And that should have this little pin through it. Yep, that fits nicely. Okay, good. And now let's check the spring. We'll go through there. Good. Yep, that's all okay. Let's check this pin, which goes through here. Yep, that's good. And we have this pin that goes in here. Yep, that's good. All right. So we're looking pretty darn good. Let me just check. Make sure these holes are okay. Yep, that's fine. Yep, that's fine. Okay, not that I expected them not to be fine. That is pretty much it for the pre-installation check. Now I want to put this together. Now a lot of people seem to try and lubricate as they're putting it together, and there are certain values in that. Now, I mean, the one piece I am going to lubricate before I put it in is here, and I'm just going to lubricate there just by grabbing my little trusty thrusty. Now I've powder coated all of this, so it slides pretty easily on powder coat, but I just like to give it some help, and I don't want to go crazy. Now this little beastie has got a slot and a lockdown piece, and the slot goes to the front there, and then there's the lockdown piece, so it just sits there nice and easy like that. Now it's all moving lovely. Next thing to do will be to put this pin in there, get the spring and attach it. Spring salabim. And again, here some people like to use pliers. I prefer to use a hook, so let me go get one. Alright, my good old trusty snap-on hooks. Well, this could be fun. It usually is. in and just hook it on. Nice and easy, you see. When you're using pliers, they can sometimes let go. This hook won't let go. So there it is. Now that is all nicely in position. Oh, and one other thing, I did check that these moved. They didn't initially, but that was because there was a bit of powder coat in there. And then what I did is I made them turn and then gave them a little bit of lubrication, so now they move nice and easy, which is obviously what you want. Now, next for fun, what shall we do for fun? Thinks. I know, we'll do, yeah, let me do the brake pads. Give me a second. Right, now, when you're putting these pads together, or the pads on the parking brake mechanism, you've got to make sure you get the right pad on the right way. And the easiest way I've found of doing it is that slopes that way, so the top of the pad slopes that way. That's how it goes. That's my theory again, and I'm sticking to it. It works for me, let's put it that way. And slip that in there. Slip that in there. Make sure we've got that lined up. Flip it over. Get the washer. And your nut. Okay. And this, I think it's a 5/16. Yeah, 5/16. Make sure you keep the pad down. There. Good done. Do the same on this one. And hearing that water in the background is not me having a pee. It's my swamp cooler. I'm trying to turn it off every time I record, which means I can't record a great deal because it gets remarkably hot, remarkably quick. Today I think we're only going to be at 115, you know, so quite chilly really. Oh, what I'm complaining about. But actually I'm not complaining about the heat. I never complain about the heat. I love it. I hate the cold. I detest the cold. I don't like the rain, but I'm beginning to tolerate the rain because out here it's warm when it rains. So there you go. That one I cannot tighten up because this is too fat. It's like me. So I need to get a 5/16 slim. Give me a second. It appears I don't have one, so let me get my other set. Right, I forgot to mention earlier, before you put this pad in, you must put in this little spring attachment, otherwise you're not going to get it in. So let's see now. Right, we can put this together. Get the pin in. This is always tricky. Of course it doesn't want to go in easy, but what do you expect? Just trying to line the bugger up. That's the problem. Just got to get that lined up. I will succeed eventually. Sorry, this is taking just a little bit of time. I wonder if a little tap will help it. Depends how close to lined up I am. Let's see what we can do to assist. Now that's pretty darn close. You can see the light. There we go. Make sure it moves, and we will be lubricating it. And let's get a split pin in there. See if this one's the right size. No, not a chance. Need something a little thinner. There we go. That'll do. I'm gonna just bend it back for the moment so it doesn't go anywhere, and I will trim it up later. So I'll spin that round, and then we'll get a hook on there. Come on. Show the nice people how you're going to do it. That looks about right. Where's me cutters? Don't like to leave too much because it gets in the way. There we go. About the same this side. Can't quite get through there, I don't think. No, but that's okay. And as you can see now, that's nice and tidy. Right, we need to get the spring on, and then we'll get the mechanism in. And with this spring, do note this is kind of a smooth curve, and this is kind of pointed. That smooth curve has to go on the pin in the bottom here. Okay, so otherwise you ain't gonna get it in. It's gonna be fun to get it in anyway. Just like last night. Come on. This is real tricky. Right, got it. Okay, and then what I like to do, if I can do it this time, and let's hope I can, is get my hook on there, pull it up and pop it over. So much easier with one of these. There it is. Oh, ooh, that's a nice stiff one. Now we're going to get this into place with the relevant piece. But at the moment I've got to stop videoing because I'm sweating like a pig. Okay, so you need to insert this with that special clip on down at the bottom there. Hopefully you can see it. I don't know if I can give you a better view. I really can't give you a better view. But it is square open in one way and round open in the other. The round open obviously goes on this ratchet piece. The square open goes on the block. Then you insert the screw and then bring it up through the hole and into this pad. And let's hope we can get it in there. There you go. All right. Now, before I can set this up, I'll have to set this up on the car, and I can't really do that until I've got the differential all rebuilt, which is a great shame. However, what I can do is we can put these covers back on. This is at this point when you realise, oh you idiot, you should have put this cover on before you did up that spring. Okay, no, it's not big a deal. It's just bloody annoying. So let me See if I can get this baby out of here. There we go, that's out. So now, let's push this shield in here, which is what I should have done in the first place if I wasn't such a dick. Now with that shield in place, now I can reach down, hook on the spring again, and pull it up and hook it over. Right, now that I've put that shield in place, I can finally, just got to make sure you get everything back in position. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to check in there. Everything seems to be okay. And then I realised I made another mistake. I'm sorry, guys. My own stupidity here. The pin should have gone through there. This pin with that clip on it. That's the trouble, you see. Sometimes you get your knickers right in a twist. And I tell you, in this fucking heat, I love it, but wow, it does make you forget shit. So now what I got to do is get this clip off. I'm sorry, I got to put the AC back on, or the swamp cooler back on. I'm going to take this pin out, pull that pin out, put this cover on, and then put the screw in, and that will be it, but I'll show you it when it's done. Here it is, finished. Now I got everything in the right order. As you can tell, there is still a couple of things missing. One, I haven't put the split pin through there because I can't do that until I've got this onto the actual vehicle itself. Two, there is a fork that I haven't got that I will have to get. And then I can bolt this up onto the axle. So there it is. This finish on this is how it arrived. I powder coated this in, it was called chrome. And the customer wants everything silver, so that's as pretty darn close as you can get to silver in my book. We've kept the original pads, no point in putting new ones in. And that's really it. I obviously have the other caliper to do, which I will be doing. There will be a pipe needed to go from one side to the other, and then also set up to a single point bleed system. Again, that can't be done until it's in the vehicle. So that's it. Again, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it helps. Any questions you got, please send them to me, and I'll do my damnedest to answer them for you. And the usual, like, comment, subscribe, give it the good old thumbs up. I'll get out in that garage and do some shit.